Good morning students and a warm welcome to your first history class. Today we will be studying chapter 1, Sources of History. How do we know about history? It is through different sources. Now observe this picture. What do you see, students? You can see civilizations, structures, wall carvings, manuscripts and inscriptions. And also what you see here, these are artifacts. They are recovered from historical sites. These are some of the sources of history. Now let's go into flashback. In the previous year, we have studied the sources about the ancient Indian history. It is a period from prehistoric age to AD 700. From where did we learn about the ancient Indian history? We got information from ancient sources like ancient coins, manuscripts, wall paintings, sculptures, pillars, temples and inscriptions. Okay? You can see this picture over here. There are coins, there are temples, wall paintings, idols, pillars. Okay? Now let's go to the next slide. This is a flashback of the medieval Indian history. From where did we learn about medieval Indian history? It is a period from 700 AD to 1857 AD. Now these sources we have obtained from historians. The historians have found out all these things from inscriptions, coins, historical buildings, religious and non-religious literature like poems, folk tales, stories. Now we will look at types of sources. You all know by now that there are three types of sources: material sources, written sources, oral sources. This year we are going to study the fourth type of historical source, which are the modern sources. These sources are from modern Indian history, that is a period from 1857 onwards, as you can see here. Modern sources of history. Now what are modern sources of history? They are sources based on modern technology. What are the historical sources based on modern technology? There are three modern technologies. First one, audio sources. Second, video sources. Third one, audio visual sources. These sources give us a detailed and clear information about modern Indian history. Let us look at this short video explanation.
Standard 8. History. Chapter number 1. Sources of History. Introduction. We have studied the sources of ancient and medieval Indian history. This year, we are going to study the sources of modern Indian history. Historical sources include material, written and oral sources. Similarly, sources based on modern technology such as audio, video and audio-visual are included.
So children, you have seen the three modern technologies. Now we will look at we will first understand some interesting material sources of history. They include buildings and palaces. This is a photo of the cellular jail in Andaman. We get information about the revolutionary work of V.D. Savarkar. And over here you see the statue of Mahatma Gandhi in Gandhi Maidan in Patna. These are part of the statues and memorials. And let's go ahead. Buildings and palaces. Let's see the types of buildings and palaces. Here are some of the examples of the buildings and palaces. These are part of the modern Indian history, which is believed as the period of European architecture, especially the British rulers and princely states. Architecture means they are the architectural works which are the material form of buildings that are often perceived as cultural symbols and as works of art. And these works of art are still today at many places in India. Here are some examples. The first one is a water supply system and fountains. That is the Flora Fountain. This is in Bombay at Fort. Next one is the government offices, which is Bombay High Court. Over here you see the Bombay High Court. Then the government quarters, LIC quarters in Mumbai. Next you see the palaces, which is the Aga Khan Palace, which is situated in Pune, and the Mysore Palace, which is in Mysore. This is the Aga Khan Palace. And the fort, we see, you have all seen the Vasai Fort over here, and the Red Fort, which is in Delhi. Next we have our prisons, which are part of the buildings. An example is cellular jail, in which I told you about V.D. Savarkar, and this is situated in Andaman Island. Next we have a National Museum, which is the Mani Bhavan. Mani Bhavan is in Mumbai. Now let's go ahead. Look at the video about the buildings and palaces and keep in mind for the game. We will be playing a game later, so pay attention, children, and keep this in mind.
The period of modern Indian history is believed as period of European, especially the British rulers and governance of princely states. In this period, various buildings, bridges, roads, water supply system, fountains, etc. were built. These buildings include government offices, residences of officers, leaders and revolutionaries, places of rulers of princely states, forts, prisons, etc. Among these monuments, many buildings are intact even today. Some are declared as national monument, whereas some are converted into museum. For example, cellular jail in Andaman. While visiting these sites, we get information about contemporary history, architecture, nature of the monument, and also the economic condition of that particular period. Just as during the visit to Cellular Jail in Andaman, we get information about the revolutionary work of V.D. Savarkar. By visiting Mani Bhavan in Mumbai or Sevagram Ashram at Wardha, we get information about the history of Gandhian era. Do you know museums and history? For the study of history, various objects, paintings, photographs, and such other things are preserved in a museum. At the Aga Khan Palace in Pune, we can see different objects, documents giving information about the life of Mahatma Gandhi.
Now lastly, children, we will learn about statues and memorials. Statues are built to honor a historical event or the life of an influential person. You have seen many statues around different places. They are built because they want to honor that person who has done a great thing in this world. Second thing is a memorial. What is a memorial? A memorial is an object which serves as a focus for the memory or the commemoration of something, usually an influential deceased person or a historical tragic event. Now let us look at this video about statues and memorials.
Statues and memorials. During the pre-independence and post-independence period, memorials of many personalities were erected in the form of statues. These statues are also important for the study of modern Indian history. The various statues provide information about the contemporary rulers and eminent personalities. The display plate on the statues gives us information about the full name of the concerned person, birth and death details, brief information about their contribution, and a biographical sketch of the person. Just as the statues of Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Lokmanya Tilak, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, there are memorials which are erected in the memory of various events which give information about the concerned event, period, people related to the event, etc. For example, Hutatma Smarak at various places.
So children, you have learned today about the different types of sources. We learnt about the written sources, oral sources, material sources and modern sources. Okay, I want you to keep this in mind, and in the next lecture we will continue this lesson. Thank you.